where it originated. It all started from the irregular forces, which we call paramilitary or quasi-military unit, where they organized themselves as barrio self-defense unit. And this organization is not yet recognized by the government. It is all about the initiative of the Filipino people to defend themselves. And they are aware that this is a constitutional mandate from every citizen of the Republic, particularly in that posse comitatus clause in our Constitution, the right of every Filipino citizen to defend themselves either singly or collectively. And in the early 70s or late 60s, there are only few army units and few PCINP to defend every citizens in every nook and cranny of the Republic of the Philippines. And so the people themselves organized, they banded themselves, and they call themselves Barrio Self-Defense Unit or BSDU. This BSDU, since it is not duly recognized by the government, it will be dangerous for them not to be recognized because they are armed, and they arm themselves by whatever means, either by bladed weapons or by man-made or homemade firearms like 12 gauge or 24 gauge firearms. And we have this from the Cagayan Valley first, during the inception of the CPP-NPA, there especially in Isabela province. And it all is spread, the idea is spread up to Mindanao because of the secessionist movement there in the early 1970s. So the government was able to recognize the importance of these paramilitary forces. And so President Marcos created an executive order creating the Integrated Civilian Home Defense Forces, or ICHDF, in order for them to legalize their organization. So it only started there in Mindanao to replace the unrecognized paramilitary forces headed by two commanders, Bukay and Kumander Toothpick. Of course, we know Bukay to be Mr. Manero, who have contributed a lot in the pacification campaign in Mindanao, and all the tactical units there in Mindanao recognize the effort of these guys, especially Kumander Manero, alias Kumander Bukay. So the Philippine Constabulary initially administered the affairs of the Integrated Civilian Home Defense Forces until higher headquarters recognized the importance of the Army Special Forces, whose forte is to organize and train, command and control these forces. And so the Special Forces were called to not only to train, but also to administer and control these paramilitary forces. The Special Forces then has only about 3 operational companies. And so in the early 70s, we organized some other companies as an augmentation company up to 1977. So from 3 companies, we were able to organize other companies and made it 9 companies. All the 9 companies from Luzon went to Mindanao to administer the affairs of the Integrated Civilian Home Defense Forces of the 10 provinces. Out of the 11 autonomous provinces in Mindanao, 10 of which is now under the Special Forces to take control of these CAFGUs. We inherited this from the Philippine Constabulary, And so the headquarters of the Special Forces is stationed at Calarian, Zamboanga City at Southcom to administer also the 9 operational companies that are controlling the CAFGUs. And we trained them, we employed them properly, and record shows that they have contributed much in the pacification campaign there. Especially with the group of Bukay, where plenty of accomplishments, combat accomplishments were recorded under our control. Another one is in Davao Oriental, where one of my team sergeants got that most coveted medal, Medal of Valor. He is Master Sergeant Granville. And the CAFGUs played a very important role here because the company commander of Sergeant Granville, now Colonel Desena, retired, employed all the regular forces because of an A1 information in somewhere in Banay-Banay that a group of rebels are there. But the blocking force under Master Sergeant Granville were able to intercept about 100 of them. And with a handful of CAFGUs, they were able to kill 87, to be exact, 87 rebels, with Master Sergeant Granville providing leadership. And that's why he was given the Medal of Valor. That's an accomplishment mostly attributed to the CAFGUs in Davao Oriental. Another one is that when the Special Forces got transferred, the other forces got transferred to the Negros Island because of the growing insurgency problem there. Another important accomplishment of the CAFGUs, headed by now the SOCOM commander, Major General Ortiz, where he got his Medal of Valor. The CAFGUs played a major role here in the conduct of operations somewhere there in Murcia, Negros Occidental, where they killed about 50 or 70. And the CAFGUs who are from that place had the advantage of knowing the terrain. The intelligence is superb because they are from there. And they contributed a lot in the accomplishment of the Special Forces there. So General Ortiz, Medal of Valor, employed properly this CAFGUs. Another important contribution of these irregular forces was in UP, Maguindanao, where only 12-man team of the Special Forces was able to defend the town of OP when they were attacked by a superior force from the MNLF. They were able to defend the town for 3 days until the arrival of regular forces, the infantry forces from Diliguas and Mars. And about 3 truckloads of dump truck casualties were recovered, and these CAFGUs contributed a lot again in the conduct of that defensive operations. All the members of the team were given the Gold Cross. Hindi pa uso kasi ang Medal of Valor noon. So we have Lieutenant Virilio Yalong then, who was newly called to active duty as a reserve officer in the Army, was able to employ the CAFGUs properly, and they were able to defend the town of OP. And that's why that place, OP, we have a mount there, Mount Biarong, is already renamed Mount Yalong in honor of the team leader, Lieutenant Virilio Yalong. Up to now, the CAFGUs playing a very important role in assisting the regular units of the Army and the Philippine National Police. This is so because we do not have enough Army forces or the Philippine National Police to contain the area. It is next to impossible that we can employ one Army troop per square kilometer or per area because the Army has only about 120, 140,000 by this time. And for the police, the most ideal is one police per 500 civilians. We cannot cope up because of the meager resources that we have. And therefore, we need the assistance of these paramilitary forces to assist the regular forces of the Army and the Philippine National Police in defending themselves. The present setup now is for the infantry battalions to take control, administration of the CAFGUs. And so per division, I understand there is one infantry battalion designated as cadre battalion to administer the affairs of all CAFGUs in that division area. And the special forces now will concentrate on either counter-terrorist operations like counter-terrorist units of SOCOM. And we have the Rangers, we have the special forces conducting combat operations in some other areas where they are already relieved of the responsibility of administering the CAFGUs. But if I may suggest,